to me. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, family. Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show. Today's subject is Nolan Wells update. Friends speak out, questions grow. So before we jump in, just want you to know that the views and opinions expressed by guests and clips presented on this program are their own and do not represent the views of the Johnny Binder Show. The content provided is for informational and commentary purposes only. The show makes no claim of veracity or independent verification. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today I want to thank you, God, for perspective. So many times in my life, I looked at the places I haven't been, the things I haven't received, or the people I can't hug no more, talk to no more. And I prayed you would heal me and strengthen me, because I don't like the feeling of missing nothing. I don't like the feeling of emptiness. But today, I looked at my life and I realized that after everything I lost and everybody I lost, everything I just haven't seen yet, through all of it, you kept me here. You found a reason for me to still be able to enjoy precious moments, to still be able to go get what's next. So today, I thank you, because this morning you thought it was a good idea for me to still be here. And for that alone, I'm grateful. Today, I'm a walking power and a purpose. Thanks to you. Amen.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome to the Johnny Binder Show. We're glad you're on. We're glad we're a little late. You opened up for 6 to 8, but me and Brother Eric Carr was talking to him, and I seen something on the TV, and it was most important about this case, and we seen that we done found some more evidence out, which we already know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Them three did something to him, and however they did it, wherever they did it, and it was racism, systemic racism, to be at that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad that he got privileged parents, lawyers, I think one a judge or something. And it's sad that all young people not like that. A lot of young people, you can see that in George Floyd case, that 30, 40, 50% of them was out there marching with us, especially in Houston. I was there, I seen it for myself. Even Joe Osteen walked with us, and I walked side by side with him. And so again, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad that this kind of stuff is happening on 2026 in America. This is completely out of order. I don't know how that mother feel, but I lost my child and got shot 3 to the head, 10 to the body. I lost another child, got shot in the stomach. So I had 2 instances. And then one of my daughters, she just fell out when they took her child. So I lost 3 children. So believe me, I know how it is. And 2 almost foul play. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't hard to lose. We want to unalive before our children, and we want to go before our children, but it don't always happen like that. And I just want to say to you, TikTok, this subject is most important tonight. We have to stop this systemic racism. And I prove to y'all, we live in one country with 2 realities: one separate, one unequal, one rich, one poor, one predator, one prey, one skilled, one non-skilled, one black, one white. We have to stop the racism, sexism, and classism in America. It's going to destroy it. We had a civil war before, and over 500,000 people was unalive because they was fighting on having slaves and want the property of an individual. I sent that to Catherine today. I can't wait to play that. It's so powerful about we in a Christian country. No, we're not. You couldn't have been in a Christian country and killed 20 million people, our Indian brothers. I mean, unalived them. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to this child? It's systemic racism from the youth. And where do you think they got it from? They're impressionable. They got it from their parents. And most of the time it's the father. So let's get into it. Facebook, TikTok, you always come and speak. I need you to speak tonight. We want to know, why would someone take his phone, leave him on the island? Why you ain't do a search on the island while you was there? Why you ain't call the police while you was there? That's right, you didn't want to call the police on yourself. And then when they got to the ground, and some of the people said something to him, they was at a party, and they was at a party. So the people said something to him like, where he at? Well, we didn't want to do nothing because we ain't nobody to blame us. Huh? Blame you for what? Nolan Wells update. Blame you for what? So what they would blame you for?
What's up, boss?
What they would blame you
What's
for?
up, boss?
I'm all right. We're doing a show. Just pay attention for 1 minute, man.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. So what they would blame you for? What they would blame you for? If you ain't done nothing, then why would they blame you? But you've done something. That's why they'll blame you, and that's why you left, had his phone. You took his phone, started deleting, but you're so stupid. You're so smart, but yet you're stupid. All they gotta do is go to the phone thing records and get the phone records, see what you deleted, and then you left him. You didn't call him 911, but you got his phone, and then you took a while to give it to the parent, and then y'all done told, and then y'all lawyered up quick. Then y'all took all your stuff off Facebook and shut it down, and then the judge come say something. Y'all are going to be convicted. You're not going to get away. So it's easy for you to come on and tell the truth when you get some lenience. Right now, you don't get no lenience because y'all done that. And y'all ain't no real gangsters. So y'all, that was racism. That's all it was. Systemic racism you got from your parent. Most of your father. So look, come on, let's go, man. TikTok. We got to figure it out. Figure it out.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to jump into our first clip, and it is an update. One of Nolan Wells' friends has just provided an interview to Rolling Stone to kind of help establish the timeline for that day and just clarify some things regarding an altercation that happened on the island prior to Nolan's disappearance. So here we go, fam.
Listen, ladies and
From
gentlemen.
Ibis Club, Fight Plus News, I'm John Abba. The case of Nolan Wells continues to be filled with unanswered questions, but as more information comes out, it appears the truth is coming to light. This time, we are seeing conflicting stories and timelines from the accused. On Sunday, another friend of Wells, Trayson Shepard, would for the first time speak about the day in which he would reveal that he was actually the person in the viral video at Horn Island heard yelling. In a new interview with Rolling Stone, Shepard would go on to admit that he wanted to fight someone after they would comment on he and his girlfriend arguing. I told him he needed to mind his own business. From the Rolling Stone article, it reads, Shepard says the exchange became heated and that he and the other man ended up getting into a physical altercation. Shepard's uncle, who had raised him like a father, told Shepard to get out of the water and onto his boat so they could head back home. Shepard complied, but once he got on the boat, he changed his mind and decided he wanted to go back. Shepard's friends had by that point begun defending him on shore. Around this time, another adult on a nearby boat started filming the video. My exact wording is, "Get me off this effing boat. I wanted to fight, and I feel like I hadn't had my fair share." Now, what makes Shepard's new admission interesting is that it looks to have exposed lies and inconsistencies with Nolan's friends, whom he traveled to the island with, saying that they last saw Nolan at 3 p.m. that day. If you can recall, the video that captured the aftermath of Shepard's confrontation would end up being captured at 4:01 p.m. And in this interview with Rolling Stone, Shepard would confirm that Nolan was actually in the water out of view on camera at that time, as well as noted in this new interview that he was around Nolan and friends at 3:30 p.m., meaning Nolan was still very much near everyone else, despite his friends reporting to police that they last saw him at 3 p.m. Now, from this Rolling Stone interview, Shepard's admission goes on to reveal, Shepard says the man in the video, who people think is Wells, is too short to be his 6'2" friend. He says Wells is not shown in the video at all, that he was just out of frame hanging out in the water. Now, according to official reports and a statement made by one of the young man's stepmother, who happens to also be a judge, Ashley Cole, would state her stepson and friends would leave the island around 4:30 p.m. due to issues with their boat. In her statement, she would say, Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taken on water and they had an issue with the bilge pump. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. Now, what's interesting about this statement is that a leaked direct message from Warren's biological mother several days before to a Facebook user looks to contradict this statement by a stepmother. To note, Warren's biological mom's message would take place before Nolan's body was found, in which it was only thought he was only a missing person, making it appear for some that this new changing of times and separating them to last seeing Nolan at 3 p.m. is part of a cover-up. Warren's actual mother would go on to write, I am Warren's mother, the woman you have been talking about on Facebook and posting pictures of our family. I'm here to tell you that we all love Nolan and we are deeply distraught. Your information is not correct, and I ask you to please stop posting about Warren and our family. My son did not ride out with him, nor did he come back with them. The boat that Nolan was supposed to get on, Wyatt's boat. He repeatedly asked Nolan to get on the boat at 5 when it was time to leave, but Nolan wanted to stay with the girl and their boat was parked next to his. He was insistent about staying with this girl. Wyatt asked him several times to please get on the boat, and the people heard him. My son loves him and would never in 1 million years leave him. Warren does not even have a boat. Nolan has been to our house several times and he is the sweetest friend. We all adore him. Again, when Wyatt asked for him to get on, he said he wanted to stay, and Wyatt's boat started to fill with water. His boat ended up breaking down and was towed in. Now, as shown, Nolan is documented due to his friend's new interview with Rolling Stone to being near everyone at 3:30 p.m. and again at 4 p.m. when the altercation happened, and not 3 p.m. as stated by Warren's stepmom, as well as a leaked message from Warren's actual mom that now places Nolan speaking with his friends about leaving around 4:35 p.m. Again, not 3 p.m. It is under these conditions that speculation has grown and leaves the question of what happened. Now, according to a Facebook post that was made at the top of Nolan's disappearance, the young lady whom he was talking to's sister allegedly looked to have filled in more of what took place. According to her post, as Nolan's friends pressured him with ending his conversation with her sister so he can ride back with them. Katie had a conversation and assumed that Nolan was getting ready to get on the boat he came out in. Katie made it home because she was on another boat and with different people. Katie was safe because my brother and her sister-in-law went and got her. Katie assumed the friends telling him to get on the boat wouldn't have left him. Me and my family have talked, called, and are sending up prayers to bring Nolan home. We have given all the answers we can give to his mom and authorities. Now, with this series of information and reports, some are now feeling that Nolan may have been swimming to get on the boat and his friends would leave him in the water, thus being an explanation for some on why his friends are now separating when they last saw Nolan at 3 p.m. and when they left, instead of it all happening at once as first indicated by Warren's mother, to hide that they knew Nolan was in the water to get back on the boat. Now, if this isn't the case and only speculation, then according to these statements and new interview, Nolan's friends would not see him for close to 2 hours, despite him still being documented with being on Horn Island shore with Shepard and others at 3:30 p.m. and later at 4 p.m., right after Shepard's confrontation. A part of that theory, one of the biggest questions that come up is, why was the Coast Guard contacted at 11 p.m. by his friends? leaving some to speculate that they knew
7 p.m.
Nolan was in the water
7
when they
p.m.
last saw him, because for some following the case, it makes no sense that his friends would conclude Nolan was in serious danger and is in possible need of search and rescue, when according to them was last seen safely talking to a girl. To note, Nolan's father would state that he remembers seeing people camping on the island overnight when he searched for Nolan the following morning, meaning there was never a moment when the island was empty, meaning Nolan could have used another person's phone on the island if he was stuck. So what did his friends suspect about Nolan that night that would make them think of calling the Coast Guard? According to outlet WLOX, the first time the Coast Guard would be contacted about Nolan was on July 4th at 11 p.m., but it was later determined that it did not need their assistance. The Coast Guard told WLOX on Thursday, July 9th, that a friend of Wells contacted agency around 11 p.m., the night of July 4th. The Coast Guard would not disclose any information about the call to WLOX, but said it did not require Coast Guard assistance. A part of this, some are asking, what did Nolan's friends know, since Nolan had no way of contacting them after allegedly leaving his phone on the boat? Now, following this first report from the Coast Guard, they would eventually get involved the next day at 12:26 p.m. after being contacted by local police. The statement confirming this taking place would for some align with the theory that his friends knew he was in the water. As it reads, they were requested to search in the vicinity of Horn Island and not on Horn Island. At 12:26 p.m., Coast Guard Sector Mobile received a request for assistance from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office in search of a missing person in the vicinity of Horn Island. Sector watchstanders issued an urgent marine information broadcast and diverted a Coast Guard helicopter to search the area. Currently, as of this report, questions remain, like how did they know Nolan never made it back to land if they last saw him just talking to a girl? And again, why would the Coast Guard be a thought to call? As of now, many continue to speculate, especially after a new photo would go viral over the weekend and later debunked by Shepard of Nolan allegedly attending a pool party that night. According to another interview with ABC News, Shepard would go on to say that the pool party happened on June 27th, and this would also be verified by metadata according to Rolling Stone. Now, the same story would spread on Facebook and other parts of social media when a user would allege that Nolan was beat up at this party and later dropped back off on the island. The person would even claim to have spoken to Nolan's mother, in which Nolan's mother now looks to have expressed that the person spreading this story is not a close friend of his as they claim, nor did they ever speak to her. As of this report, people following the story continue to wait to the now 2 autopsies conducted to better confirm what may have happened to Nolan that day.
My God.
That was a lot, fam. And I want to thank, before we jump in, hey, Marcus, thank you for joining. And we have a special guest panelist, Mr. Eric Carr, who's also joined us for commentary.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Yeah, glad to catch up on this Nolan Wells situation. And yeah, I'm glad we're clarifying that last post that was that went viral. That was saying that he came back and was at the party and all that stuff. So I'm glad to see that's been debunked.
Yeah, well, they wait for 11 p.m. tonight and call. They already knew what they had done. This is why they took his phone and started deleting the phone. Okay, so they already knew what they done. Why would you leave without him? Why would you get the police and look for him and see where he at? So this is all a cover-up, man. This whole thing is a cover-up. No doubt about it. I'm speaking this on the podcast. Let the world know it was a cover-up, man. Straight cover-up. That's all it was. It's a cover-up. So y'all listen right now. Y'all listen. So okay. So what I'm telling y'all, they left him on that island. They used systemic racism. And that's what it was. No matter what they say, that's what it was. Left that man on that island, left him on the island. Come on, man. All them police there and all that. It's a con gang, Marcus.
With his mom coming out kind of debunking everything, I think is always that's the best part, because sometimes, you know, people just let the stories kind of roll and get legs and
Right.
everything. So because everybody that was like the latest update. Everybody was, you know, creating content based around that particular situation. So yeah, I'm again, I haven't seen anything new. I just know in this particular situation, the same program that we just watched, Hype News, they showed a lawyer that was giving some real details on how things go or how things should be going as far as the case go. He spoke about it for about almost an hour on that same channel, Hype News, and he was just saying how if he was the judge in this situation, a lot of the people would be arrested. You know, from the person that had the cell phone to the person that had his car keys, that didn't want to give up the keys, that didn't want to give up the cell phone. Everybody that had something that belonged to Nolan Wells had it in a way that the parents had to come find it and come confiscate it and, you know what I'm saying, track it down. So they wasn't really trying to produce anything. So all those people should be locked up right now. If they was black, they would all definitely be locked up right now.
And we played that the other day with a beautiful young lady, about 23, 24, 25. She said if all three of them was black and left the white guy there, all three of them be locked up. They'd be locked up right now with no bond. You know, they got the man phone, they've been messing with it. They got conflict and stirs. The people asked them, where he at? Well, we didn't want to do nothing because we didn't want nobody to think we guilty. Guilty of what? What you talking about? Erica, I say guilty of what? What you guilty of? What you talking about? You know what you guilty of. Unaliving him. You know what you guilty of. And they at a party. Marcus, how can you go to a party and you left your friend? They at a party, they party. Come on, man. Come on, Erica, you got anything to say?
Well, Minister, I heard you and I hear the other gentleman speaking. What we want to do is we want to keep a open mind of the possibilities of what really could have happened. We don't want to make strong allegations. When you start talking about murder, killing people, you want to make sure beyond a reasonable doubt that is what it's supposed to be. So we need to be very careful. We're living in a society now. We live in a bad racial, angry society. When I say racial and angry, I'm not just talking about one party. All parties now are racially angry. Everybody wants a superiority to the next person. And so before we get into blaming anybody, let's let the police continue to investigate. If need be, let the judicial system play itself out. Let the powers that be, and we also do an independent investigation ourselves. Let the Department of Justice possibly, if they feel that there's any type of foul play as far as with the local police, maybe the DOJ has to get involved. But we don't want to go out and just say people murdered people and we don't know when we have all the facts. I understand that there are some things that you may feel that it's overwhelmed. And I'm not biased to anything. I have to know all of the facts to try to draw some type of conclusion. And right now, there's some doubts. There is possibility he could have drowned. There's possibility it could have been some foul play, but let's just be mindful. Minister, one thing that I know about you, you're a man of peace. And you're always trying to keep the peace between people. And I think that you will be a very influential piece, a very influential part in trying to help keep peace among people. Because we're living in such perilous times. We're living in such racial times. We're living in times that people are so anguished and upset with each other. And somebody has to be the leader and the voice to stand and let folks know, just because you're this color, you're not no better than me. Just because you're this size, you're not better than me. Both sides. We're not going to make this be all about a white racist situation, because you got black racist people, you got Asian racist people. Most of all, what we need to try to do is come collectively and notice this. It's no race. It's actually just one race, and that's the human race. And we need to try to work together collectively to find the truth about things and not be so quick to point towards racism.
Okay, I'd like to speak right what you said, and I agree with what you said, and I honor what you said, and I'm glad you're on the show tonight. Let me try this one more time. I've been around this a lot. 40 arrests. I've been around this a lot. Throw me in prison, say I robbed a jewelry store. Okay. Put me on a death row tank, say that I unalive a police officer. Say I robbed a jewelry store for $1 million. I was in Dallas and gave me 18 years. I did 3 and got a full pardon. So I honor you and respect you. You nice, you box, you got your construction company, but you're going to have to teach me how to do that. And I'm ready for you to teach me. But this, let me tell you what I do know. Anytime somebody holds somebody's phone and take the telephone and take the phone and start deleting stuff in the phone, the mama and them see the phone been deleted, but they so dumb, yet they so smart. When they go to the phone company, they get the records, either the lawyer, we don't want the police to get them because they get them, they like to tear the records up. So let the lawyer get the records. Don't let the police. So again, because they'll try to cover up something. I don't trust them, especially that woman's a judge. Then number 2, she come home. She go to talking about her son. He's nice and he would never. What are you talking about? Your son, all 3 of them left that brother there. So I don't want to hear none of that. They left him there. Then they went to a party. They had not one party, 2 parties. And some little girl walked up to him and said, well, Nolan? Oh, we don't want to speak about it. Why? Because we don't want nobody to think we're guilty. Guilty of what? Guilty of what? Guilty of what? So what I'm saying to you, sir, I know for a fact it was racism. And I'm not guessing this here. I put my life on what I'm saying. Because if they loved him, they'd have did what me and you and Marcus would have did. We'd have stayed there and looked for you, and I wouldn't have been at no damn partying, had his phone. No way. No way. And all of them got conflicting stories. And all of them done lawyered up. All 3 of them got a lawyer. Why y'all got a lawyer? What you hiding? Say, man, this is systemic racism at its best. The little white girl, I want you to play it wherever it's said, because Mr. Eric Carr need to see this. Baby, you got a tip tonight. $100, please. Find that tape where the little white girl said what happened, and if it was 3 young black boys left a white boy, all 3 of them be locked up. So again, sir, I love you. I honor you, but I don't talk what I feel. I'm talking about what I know. This is when you look at all of it, and you keep looking at it and give it a psychosocial assessment and dianetic, and you put all the facts together, taking the phone, deleting the phone, going to 2 different parties. How you had a party and your man still on the island? What y'all went with him, but you didn't come back with it. And then you lawyer up, and then your mama the judge, and she jump on her trying to defend it. I'm gonna say this again, Brother Eric. It was systemic racism, and it's a foul play. He ain't drown. The boy can swim. The boy's an athlete. So there ain't no drowning. You can't drown me. So that's a bunch of garbage. So again, man, whatever they did, they had a part of unaliving him. And I ain't never made no mistake on the show in 1 year. When I get the facts and they all come together, it tells me who did what. All 3 of them had something to do with it. Watch it.
Minister, are you going to go down there and go speak with the family?
I'm going to ask her, I'm going to get Catherine to send a thing down there. And if she said I can come, I'm going to get on a plane and go see the mother. And so I can help her and show her, because I know this for a fact.
Let me ask you something. Would you be interested in talking with the young, of course, would you be interested in talking with the kids or the mother of those kids as well on the other side? I'm just asking.
I would definitely talk to them. They ain't going to want to talk to me because I would sit them down and record them and let them know we're on a recording, and I'm a consultant and I'm a pastor. I'm a minister. I have a hip hop church. I'm here. I want the truth. And if you tell the truth, we'll try to help you. But if you lie, You can't pass no lie detector test. So don't make us put that on you. Y'all all four went there. You all four supposed to came back. Something wrong with it. And why you got his phone? Why you got his phone? And why you deleting his phone? And why you didn't want to give it to his mother? And where the keys come from? The picture ain't right, man. And they went to 2 parties of Mr. Eric Carr. They went to 2 parties. How much party you missing? I'm at a party. Well, I'm celebrating you lost. I'm celebrating something that happened to you. What I'm celebrating? I'm at a party. We all 4 go, but we all 4 don't come back. So, mother, my name is Dr. Jeremiah, slave name Johnny Bond. I've been working these cases with 22 different lawyers. We won a case with the first hanging case in America in Conroe. We won 30 felony case in 45 days with Ronald Ray. A young man had a life sentence on a Friday. In 7 days, we got it off of him. We broke the record. So we beat 2 capital murder cases. So, ma'am, I'm a consultant. I wish you would call me on 281-896-8215. I think my number may be down there somewhere. 281-896-8215. I don't want a dime from you, mother. Let me come down and sit with you and your husband so we can rectify this, or we can get everything, because they gonna play dirty. And I'm so glad that they sent the forensic to DC, because you cannot do no forensic with them. I think it's 2 different forensics. And I'm so glad Tabernacle, Tyler Perry, and that other guy, all of them put together and did what they did. Thank God we done started doing something. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tabernacle. I mean, I'm so glad that we started doing something to try to protect our children. Cardi B, we thank you for putting the $5 million up. Camelo. So we thank you. That's what we got to do. We got to put our money where our mouth at and help our people and stop this racism, systemic racism. Marcus. Eric?
Yeah, so I was going to hop in real quick and just I think today, I could be wrong, but I think today was the day that we found Sandra Bland killed out there in Waller County.
My God.
I was bringing up the other day that July was a big month for the Black community, and that this situation right here just happening at the 4th of July, it just adds more to that July month being hot. Again, I expect more things to happen. Yeah, so Sandra Bland was that was July 10th through 13th when she was out there in Prairie View. Kind of going through what she was going through and stuff. Eric Garner, again, that was July 17th. Alton Sterling, July 5th. Fernando Castillo, July 6th. The Dallas Police ambush, what they call it, right? They don't even put Michael Xavier Johnson's name on here, but that's who it was, Michael Xavier Johnson, July 7th. And then, you got all these other ones. Elijah McCain, that was July 2021. Elijah McCain was the guy that was in Colorado. They killed him as well. Tamir Rice, that was in November, not July. Sonya Massey was also July 6th. Sonya Massey, y'all remember her? The rebuke.
Did a wellness call.
Yeah. And so now we got Nolan Wells, July 4th, 5th, and 6th.
And they ain't get the police for 20 years. And he told her, I'm going to shoot you in your head.
I'm going to pop, pow.
Pop in your head. And she said, in the name of Jesus again. She said it twice. The second time she said, in the name of Jesus. Yeah, he didn't want to hear no Jesus. Then when she was bleeding out, the Hispanic guy run over there. He said, no, leave it alone. Then he went outside and said that BITCA should have listened to me. Yeah, man, this stuff, Eric, this stuff real, man. This ain't, look, man, Eric, I know you don't know about the Civil War. Do you know 500,000 people died in the Civil War? Do you know what the Civil War is? Or do I need to break it down to you?
No, most definitely.
The Civil War, young man, you that don't know on the TV that's listening, the Civil War of the North and the South, the Red Coast, the Blue Coast. They was fighting. Guess what they was fighting over? Because they keep us in slavery. Okay? The South and the North, they was like, no, this is not right what we're doing. That's why there ain't no Christian country. If Christian mean if Christian mean following Christ, well, they could have been following Christ. They're following a crisis. So that's why that pastor came on today. 2 white pastors came on today and say, this is not no Christian country. And it never will be. Because democracy Demonkratis, which means the rule of the devil. If Jesus, Moses, David, Ezekiel, Josiah, Joseph, Daniel, they was here, Micah, Zechariah, if any of them was here, they wouldn't follow democracy. They'll follow theocracy, the rule of God. So a lot of you have been tricked into this buffoonery. That's why we have a devil sitting on one shoulder and an angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time. We must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow angels. When we come on this show, we got knowledge on this show, wisdom and understanding. We come here, we solution-based. We ain't gossip-based. We don't snitch. We don't dry snitch. We ain't in no caps. We going to speak the truth. And wherever it may lie, it may lie. Jesus said the truth will set you free. Jesus said, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. So we're not going to play with you. Y'all in the last year, y'all done almost hung almost 10 of our people, and several of them right there in Mississippi. I just left Mississippi. It's racist. Then you took the water, 192,000 people in Jackson, and pausing the water like you did in Flint. So, young man, I love you, Marcus. I love you, Erica. I know what I'm talking about. This is systemic racism. The same way that president is, that he did and unalive them 165-year-old girl from 6 to 12-year-old. They run, they missed them. They run in the prayer room, and he still pushed the button. The girl the next day quit and went on national TV and told what that fool did. So again, man, this stuff is out of order. He 1,600 people he let go. That's felons. Some of them done, one of them in Indiana unalived a police officer. He still let him go. He let him go. And not talking about paying them. He don't pay some of them. He's trying to get almost $2 billion to pay him. So again, y'all, the resurrect, you seen them attack the Capitol and told the vice president. What that vice president name? Spinks? What's his name? The vice president, not Vance, the other one. Penn, whatever his name is. That they had to get him out of there and run and put him somewhere and hide him. Because they're talking about death to him, we finna get him. So again, Brother Eric, this is systemic racism. And yes, I would talk to the family if they allow me to talk to their children. But I'm definitely want to talk to Mr. Nolan's family, where I can let them know all the tricks and the trades, because they've never been in this. I want to give them the tricks and the trades because it's coming. It's coming. And we cannot allow them to get away with what happened to this beautiful child.
Have Al Sharpton reached out? Al Sharpton ain't reached out to you yet.
No, sir. I'm going to call Bishop Dixon and get his number. And Candace, I think Dr. Candace has his number as well. I want to let him know that if he want to go with me, he can go with me if he chooses to. But for real, this is too much, man. We're losing too many people, man. It's too many. The baby, 1 year old, right there in Mississippi. The woman hold the baby out the car and says a baby in the car, and shot into the car, papa into the car, and hit the child for some diapers. And Walmart ain't did nothing. And we still going to Walmart. And Walmart's the one called the police for some diapers. A billionaire company called for some diapers. You should have gave all that. Should have told us, ma'am, whoa, get a buggy. Is that enough diapers? Ma'am, we've been taking money from y'all. We ain't never putting them back in the community. Let us start with you. And we never gave y'all $100 trillion in reparations. So let me start with you. Get your buggy. You need some. You pay for them. Don't worry about it. Just get some more on me. Yeah, that's what we should have did. That baby, 1 year old, unalive right now for some Panthers. Come on, man. Little boy in the stove, get a bottle of water, put the water back down. They say something to him. He raised his shirt up, walk out. They rush him and pop out the boy in the back. And the owner of the store don't give 1 day. Don't do nothing with it. Don't even take him down. It's too much, man. Then the girl come down on the 19th, Marcus. She on the 18th, she get to Florida or somewhere around there, and they take her to a park and hang her and leave her hanging on a tree in the front of the park. She going to the Juneteenth. Pretty little girl, about 35 years old. Beautiful. Come on, man. Who you think? So she put herself on the tree, huh? Come on, man. Come on. We need to stop it, man. We're going to do what Ida B. Wells did. We're going to have to do what she did. Ida B. Wells went to the sheriff's department with about 100 women. All of them had 12 gauges. And they said, if you hang one more brother, we're going to unalive this whole. Guess what happened, Marcus? They never done it again till she went away. A woman, not a man. Women. Come on to the next clip, baby.
Okay, well, we in that last clip, they spoke a little bit about Nolan being on the island with the girl that he had just met. So I found a little something that can shed light on who she is and why she's been silent.
Now, y'all remember the girl that they said that Nolan went off walking with? Well, her name is Katie Montgomery. It's supposed to be the last person who was in contact with him. Well, they said that she is about to corroborate. Her family lawyered up, and then they released a statement and saying that they will be cooperating with the police for sure, just to clear up her name. Now, Katie recounted her meetup with Nolan. Now, she said that they was together. Her parents had spun the block after they chilled with each other, you know what I'm saying? And then he supposed to have went back to the boat with his friends. And from her knowledge, before she had left that island with her parents, he was going back to the boat with his friends. Now let's put in Nolan last appearance with his boys instead of her, right? That he just walked off with a whole female. Now in the video that's circulating, y'all, I really can't put a finger on it, but you can see and hear like there was an altercation going on. You got some people speculating and saying that Nolan was screaming, "Give me back my fucking phone." And then you got some people saying you not getting on this boat. But what made this shit so even crazier, y'all? Friends and the girlfriend, parents and everything, deactivated their pages before his body was even found. Who doing that? If you ain't suspicious, bitch. Not only that, you got one of these motherfuckers before they accounts was deactivated. They said, my parents is praying over us for some shit that we did that can probably land us in jail for 10 years. But he deleted it. Now this is one of the boys that was on the boat. Mind you, one of the boys' mom is a doctor and a judge. And I promise you, if these was black boys doing this to a white boy, they would be locked up right now and questioned until they figure everything out. The thing is, they claim that they don't remember nothing. So was y'all drinking underage? Lock them up. Not only that, y'all said y'all don't remember nothing, but y'all remember his phone. Y'all got his phone and took it back to his mama. Remember the exact time when he went missing at 3 p.m.? Y'all remember the exact time that he was walking away with a female? And y'all remember the exact time that he didn't have his phone on him at the same time? So was y'all holding his phone? Y'all remember to get back on the boat and know how to drive back to the shore? So I ain't trying to hear this lame ass shit. Don't smell right to me. Y'all don't remember, but y'all deactivated y'all social media before y'all even went back home. Come on now. Why would y'all even do that? All y'all did that. Not one person. All y'all do that? Alright. Bitch.
Yeah, he has some language. But this next clip is the one that you requested, Pastor.
Yes, Eric, I want you to hear this for yourself. Watch this.
All about Nolan Wells. But before I do that, I want to note that Nolan's mom does follow me. And in the event that she or other family members come across this video, please keep the comments respectful and in line with uplifting a family who just tragically lost their son. If there's any kind of nasty comments, racist comments, conspiracy theory type comments, my comment section is not the place for that. You will be blocked. This is someone's real life. Okay, this is someone's son. This is not a fodder for content. This should not have been Nolan Wells last summer. Nolan Wells was someone's baby. He was 18 years old, set to turn 19 next month, set to go back to playing football at his local community college. He was very well liked. He got along with everybody. He was radiant. He was a leader. And he went out with 3 friends. They went out to an island. His 3 friends returned to the mainland without him. And all 3 of those friends are white. And I know that when I say that, there are white people watching this who are immediately gonna say, well, we don't know what happened. And y'all, This is the difference. If the situations were reversed, if the circumstances were reversed, and it was 3 black boys who took a white boy out and the 3 black boys came back and the white boy did not, it wouldn't matter that they didn't know what happened. Those 3 black boys would have been in handcuffs. Those 3 black boys would still be in questioning to this day. I can see the Fox News headline now, right? They would have used it as proof. See, we told you black people were dangerous. We told you black people were bad. I've seen no such headline on Fox News about this. Have you? Even though, we know that white men are overwhelmingly responsible for situations of mass violence across the US, and I'm not saying every white guy, right? I'm not saying that. Here's the thing. Acknowledging that black people are in danger in this country, often at the hands of white people, often at the hands of white police officers, acknowledging that reality, because it is a reality, right? It's not a theory. It is evidenced by so much data and history and lived experience. Acknowledging that reality as a white person does not make you inherently dangerous, but refusing to acknowledge it does. We have to be able to recognize the double standard before we can do something about that. And genuinely, because I know there's people with all kinds of belief systems who follow me, I want you to sit with that. What would you think if you saw 3 black boys had taken a white boy out and the white boy didn't return? What would you honestly think? Throughout history, our criminal justice system has never waited to wait and find out what happens when it comes to incarcerating black people or punishing black people for crimes they didn't commit or even killing black people.
God. My God. Eric, where you at now? Don't go off now. No. Get him back on it.
GoFundMe for his family is in my bio. It is the verified GoFundMe. I checked it across all of his mom's pages. And y'all, we just... to them and believing them, which we do a god-awful job at. We do a god-awful job. Just continue to pray for his family and that they get the answers that they deserve.
Oh,
Mr. Eric Carr, a white, beautiful young lady, 21, 22, 23, said that we know it's systemic racism in America, that we know if it had been 3 little black boys, that would have took a white boy out and came back without him, got his keys, got his phone, then go to 2 parties. And then when the people ask him, where's Nolan? We don't want to talk about it because we don't want nobody to think we're guilty. Guilty of what? So again, Eric, the young lady know her people. She just said more Caucasian white guys unalive us. She just said it. You can Google it. So what I'm saying, we live in a racist country with 2 realities, one rich, one poor, one black, one white, one predator, one prey, one skilled, one non-skilled. Racism, sexism, classism are going to crash this country, and a civil war is coming. There's no doubt about it. And China's going to be with us. They can play with this all they want. Man, these folks is crazy. Donald Trump done crunk up the racism in America. Ain't about 15 to 20% of them, but they are doing what they're doing. They are unaliving too many people, man. So that's what I was trying to tell you. I know what they did. The keys, the phone, left him there, went to a party, deleted the stuff in the phone, didn't want to give the mother the phone. Come on, man. And then all of a sudden, I didn't know this other part, Eric, Marcus, that the boys say, we done something and our family gonna try to help us and we probably gonna get 10 years. He just committed it. And then all of them delete their page. If you ain't done wrong, why you delete your page? I wouldn't delete mine. Why you delete your page? You delete your page because you know there's too many inconsistencies in all 3 of y'all. I'm listening, Eric.
well, that was very
They people. See, God used they people to speak the truth. She went on Don Lemon's show everywhere. Captain, please find that little girl we'll bring on the show. And next week, if she wants to, we'll fly in and pay her $1,000 to fly in. That's right. Put in a room, 5-star hotel, everything. Yeah. I get some of my sponsors to put the money up. Yeah, for real. and one of them on the phone, Eric Carr. We need that woman in here. Let that little girl come to our studio and let her speak. She need to be where she can uncover the racism in America. And we want to protect her before it's over with, because the little girl telling the truth, man. And she spoke very intelligent. And Don Lemon had him on her show. Come on, listen, Mr. Carr.
No, I'm listening to you, and I heard what the young lady said, and and everybody has their opinions, and I respect opinions, and I'm not saying that it ain't true, but I just, when you start talking about murder and you start saying certain things, you just want to be as 100% correct as you could be. I just want the process to do itself.
You did hear what the girlfriend said, right? The girlfriend said when he left her, wasn't nothing wrong with it. You did hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this here. Why did the little boy text on the thing that we done made a mistake and we probably gonna get 10 years?
Well, murder gonna get you more than 10 years, so.
He a child. He just telling you, because he probably ain't been the one did it. He was just probably with him or whatever happened, or however they did it. We know that. But I'm just telling you, and when the little boy did that, what? His parents, all of them say, hurry up, get these pages down for these children, convict themselves of them. Well, they already did that when they went to 2 parties. They did that when they said they wanted nothing to do with it because they didn't want to be blamed. Blamed for what? Blamed for what? If you ain't did nothing. Matter of fact, why you there? Why you ain't on the island looking for him? He wasn't worthy to look for. Come on, brother. Brother, look, man, I don't play with this. When I get all the facts and I get all the stuff and I add it up, Catherine can tell you, Marcus can tell you, when I do this here and I speak like I'm speaking, every time it's a home run. Them 3 people done something to that boy. Make no doubt about it. It's not a maybe. We know one of them done more than the other one, but it's not a maybe. They unalive that child, man.
I think you think it was racism.
It was systemic racism, because they went out with him. They didn't come back with him. If Eric Carr is on the island, and while you're on the island, we get ready to leave and I can't find you, and I got your phone, I'm not finna leave. We finna look for you at least 3-4 days. I can see if they look for him 3-4 days and then left. They didn't look for him 3-4 minutes and left. So, because they already know where he was. So they didn't want to play with it. So, and then I found out it took you to 11 p.m. to report it. Man, listen, man. All the circumstances lead to truth. The truth. And that's why they parents done lawyered up. What y'all got lawyers for? Why y'all got 3 lawyers? Your children ain't did, no, just take them down for questioning. What the lawyer for? All they do is tell the truth. But if they tell the truth, they indict themselves. That's what the lawyer for. They guilty, brother. All 3 of them. I don't know who did it, how much they did, but all 3 of them guilty. Play the next clip. Let's get deeper. Let them see some more. Let's go.
Let me see some more. Well, we're going to shift a little bit. We're going to look at the protests that happened over the weekend there in Mississippi, calling for transparency.
Welcome to WLX News at 10. I'm Mackenzie Martin. As the investigation continues into the disappearance and death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, a peaceful protest this evening calls for more transparency. Photojournalist Patrick Wright takes us to the protest in Ocean Springs.
The goal of today's protest, I feel like, would be just to say his name.
Yes, sir, Nolan Wells.
This means a whole lot because I have my kids in this community too.
Hey, Nolan Wells.
I'm a mom. I have 2 sons, so it hit home for me.
Nolan Wells could have easily been my grandson.
I feel
feel like today's testament is that we want answers. It's not about vengeance. It's not about accusations. It's about the truth, and it's about transparency.
We're going to stand behind the family, and that's why we're out here. A lot of times, these stories go unnoticed.
Because Nolan Wells is not the only one. There has been a long historic string of young black men losing their life under very suspicious circumstances.
I am the family of Emmett Till. And my family is here in support of what's going on because this young man should not be dead.
No justice, no peace. So I know him personally as a kid before he went out to college. It's hard in this generation to find kids that still say yes sir, no sir. Nolan Wells! And when he came to me and wanted to work, he said, you know, my mom and dad told me I gotta get my own money. And I said, but when you go out to college, I want you to make good choices and decisions to set you up for a lifetime. And he said, yes sir. That says a lot about his home life. It says a lot about his parents, and it says a lot about him. The things that he did while he was here on earth, it left a statement in a place in a lot of people's heart. Life is precious, no matter what color you are.
That's a fact.
We just need to get to the facts of what really happened. That's really what it's about, the facts. It's not about the color of the skin, it's about sticking to the facts of whatever it is. And if it's something that happened as a mistake, then just let's speak about it. Let's talk about it. That's it. I'd just like to say, to him and his soul, man,
What no
rest in
mistake?
peace,
They left it.
we
What
always
no
love you, man.
Now, minister, we gotta give it. We gotta let it play itself out.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. He got a little bit of. I want to spare the brother. I don't want to hurt his feelings. The brother spoke what he felt. The brother don't have to look, man. That's like a dude trying to play baseball. I play shortstop. Okay, I'm master shortstop. Somebody got to try to go play shortstop. They can't catch the ball. So he's speaking on something he don't know about. He's just speaking candidly because he's a young guy, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. He spoke the truth. He's nice, but that ain't what happened. He don't have no facts. I do. So what he talking about don't even make sense. It ain't no mistake. They ain't make no mistake. They left him there. If it was a mistake, they'd have called the officer. Look, man, we just happened to, he fell in. They ain't made no mistake. If they made a mistake, they'd have called the police and stood there. Ain't no mistake. Ain't no mistake. What they did is unalive him, took his phone and his key, got out of there, and when the people asked him where he was, we don't want to talk about it. Why? And we don't want nobody thinking we're guilty. Guilty of what? Guilty of what? And why did the guy put on there that he know he's going to get 10 years? Because they did something that was not right. One of the guys out of the three. And then turn around, they had two parties. And then they want to get the mama the keys or the telephone. And then they delete the phone. Again, man, no little boy can come on this show. He can come on the show and I help him. You don't know what brother, I'm an expert in this, brother. I'm an expert in this. Why you think I got almost 30 million views? I'm an expert in this. I started off with Willie D. Willie D opened the show. Why you think Willie D opened the show? Willie D told, I guess I'm gonna have to let him play that too. Willie D told the world, I've had to hold him back. He said the man knows a lot of truth and he's powerful. Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Fam, this is what God made me for this, man. I'm made for this. I figured out, I listened to it, I cipher it, I give them a psychosocial assessment of genetic, and I'm telling you, all three of them unalive that boy. Yeah. I put up $100,000. I take one of my house right now, put up $100,000 right now. Yeah. And then when I win it, I give the money to the family. I know for a fact, them three had something to do with his life. They had a party. Do you think I'm going to leave you on an island? I'm at a party? And then when somebody asked me, where Eric at? I don't talk about it. I don't know nobody thinking I'm guilty. Huh? I just asked where Eric was. What you talking about? Think you're guilty? What you talking about? Come on, man. And then the boy say something about getting 10 years, and all the pages come down. And then his mama went up, the judge. She went up and tried to speak up for her son. Eric's gone? He gone? Okay, I know. Okay. Come on back here. Don't leave. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Don't leave now. What we got next, babe?
Well, we've kind of blown through because she told me you were only doing an hour and we're right at 60 minutes. So we're right at our hour, fam. But you were mentioning, we kind of touched on earlier about the number of unalivings by lynching that have taken place. And I found this particular video that I wanted to share. So here we go.
I'm about to give you a list of names of black people that were lynched, and it was deemed a suicide. In February of 2026, just months ahead of the World Cup, Cal Basinga was found hanging from a tree in Marietta, Georgia. Investigators ruled his death a suicide, saying they found no evidence of foul play. But his family has publicly rejected that conclusion. Then 16-year-old Juliana Nazita, who was reported missing before she was found hanging from a tree on church property in Charlotte, North Carolina. Police ruled her death a suicide. Her case sparked outrage because many people questioned how a missing black teenager could end up dead in those circumstances with so many unanswered questions. There's DeMartravion Trey Reed, Denoris Richardson, Toy Medley, Robert Fuller, Malcolm Harsh, Lennon Lacey, Raynard Johnson, Keith Warren, Jermaine Carter, Roy Veal, Otis Bird, and DeAndre Montrell Hopkins. In many of these cases, authorities ruled the deaths suicides, while families, civil rights advocates, and community members said the investigations were incomplete or raised serious unanswered questions. A new report released this year by Julian, Justice for Victims of Lynching, argues that there have been more than 70 suspected modern-day lynchings across 7 southern states between 2000 and 2025. According to the organization, those states are Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, and South Carolina. The report argues that many of these deaths were quickly classified as suicides, which advocates say can prevent homicide investigations from fully developing. Those conclusions are disputed by law enforcement in many of the cases, and the report's findings have not been adopted as official determinations. These families are still searching for answers. They deserve thorough investigations, transparency, and evidence that gives the public confidence in the conclusions. History has taught us why many Black Americans view these cases with deep concern, and that's why every one of these deaths deserve to be examined carefully.
My God, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I got this video in my hand. This is crazy TikTok. 70 people from 20 to 25. 70 people been hung on a tree. We sleep. We sleep at the wheel. We sleep, and our children being over 1 million Black women in the last 10 years been kidnapped, been taken. 1 million. But if you take 100,000 dogs, they'll stop America. But you can take 1 million Black beautiful women, and if nobody talks about it but me, not CNN, not MSNBC. I was on K Reno's show. It went viral. Again, brother Eric. Oh, he gone again? He not in?
In fact, he's having connection issues, so he may be back.
Okay. That's because I want him here. So
again, Minister, I have a question for you.
Come on with it.
So for these families that are not getting exposure, justice, even the one where the young man was found hanging at the college campus in Mississippi. Was that Mississippi earlier this year, Delta, Mississippi. What do they do? Because Ben Crump was a part of that. Are they just waiting for civil cases? I mean, I guess I'm feeling hopeless for the families. I guess that's my thing. What do the families do in those cases, or what can they do?
Well, you asked a very important question. A TikTok you super intelligent. I'm going to read some of the stuff you're saying. Thank God our brother is back. I'm so glad here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, with my experience, I'm an expert on this, and it ain't something I want to be expert on, but I've been arrested 41 times, so I know they tricks. And they arrested me 20 times, just one woman, just taking me down, bringing me back. I'm like, what's wrong with you? No case. Full pardon. What's going on is systemic racism. And these low-down justice systems said it was suicide. Can I say suicide or unalive?
Unalived, self-unaliving, self-deletion, taking your own life. How's that?
Okay, taking your own life. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we don't believe them lie. Let me say something to all the millionaires and billionaires. Even white, y'all should help us. Jay-Z was doing it for a minute. I don't know if you're still doing it. Jay-Z, we need you. You spend a lot of money to get people off death row and life sentences. We need you to come back. Come back. You got billions. Come back. Listen to me. If Cardi B can put up $174 million, a woman shaking her butt with nasty music, I love her. One day she'll clean her music up. That woman went to Chicago and spent $174 million and opened up shelters and schools for them children. It's made a major difference. Barack, I love you. But you let Cardi B do more than you. You open up $1 billion library with a $1 billion library with books in it and your presidents and your wife dress, all that. And you got a basketball court in there and some few computers. But Barack, why you didn't put no vocational school? 7% of our children ain't going to college. 44% of them finish school functionally literate because they made it against the law for us to read for 310 years. When we read now, we go to sleep. So what I'm saying, Mr. Barack Obama, I love you, brother, but some of your ways I don't love. The same-sex marriage, I sure ain't with that. So again, you could at least, and you still can do it. You still can do it. Help me open up 5 vocational schools from Detroit to Chicago. We won't open up 105 years. To you millionaires and billionaires, we have to use our money, have our own personal banks, credit unions, finance companies, our own insurance company, have our own car lots, build our own subdivision, build our own apartment complex. Brother Eric is doing a great job. He has sponsored me. He come on. He fed the children on last Sunday, gave him $500. He ain't gonna talk about none of this because he ain't gonna do that. So they turned around, handed me $5,000, told me to go take care of my business, fly to Chicago, go do this. So these are the kind of people we need. Him and Troy Marsaw has did more for this company. So me and Catherine can go out and help. Catherine was able to, I gave her some money out the company. She was able to get a rental car and go to Chicago. She was able to go to Chicago. I'm not Chicago, Fort Worth, and take care of business for the weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, we use all the money for the company. So that's why we've got this. Catherine, tell them what we got this for, and then I'll finish the conversation.
Okay, so the Johnny Binder Show is growing, fam, and you can support our growth as we get new equipment and resources to be on the streets, to be able to travel more, be with family, and give love, support, and a voice for those who are going through such traumas as Nolan Wells' family. So to support the Johnny Binder Show, you can go to Cash App. And I'm going to put it up on stage for you. You can make your donations at JBS Live. That's J as in Johnny, B as in Binder, S as in Show Live. And speaking of live, one of the projects is to expand into a bigger facility so that you can come be our guest in a live studio setting. So we have big plans because this is your show. This is your show. We do this for you. So please donate what you can. Thank you.
That's my
And
seat. Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, ma'am.
You didn't answer. I'll do respect. I know the importance of trade schools and having our own institutions and infrastructure, but for the families that have not received justice for their loved ones that have been unalived, from a justice perspective, what can they do?
I'm so glad you asked that. That's why I'm glad you corporate. We need it because you always thinking what question you need to ask, and TikTok is answering it right now. And I'll read some of their comments. We have to have some people we trust with a treasure like they got in New York. They get people wrong convicted off death row. Okay, they've been getting a lot of people off death row in the last 20 years. We have to raise $7-8 million and then do Erica, then we do grants and put up millions of dollars, nothing but for this. And what we do, we have lawyers, 25, 30, 40 lawyers and investigators. And what we'll do on each case, we do what they did, Eric, take the autopsy to another state. You cannot take no autopsy, no Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas. All of them, no. You got to take it to an independent, to a doctor and to an independent, where we can get it correctly. We can find out exactly what happened because they habitual liars, man. Ain't no 70 people hung themselves, man. Ain't no 70 people putting no rope around their neck. Stop it. All young people. Come on, man. We're not even, Jesus says, suffer little children, forbid them not, let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of these, you rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. So I'm telling you, TikTok, I'm telling you, it's too much, man. It's too much, man. Y'all keep playing with us like we somebody to play with, man. Y'all taking our children's life. You out of line, man. And God gonna put a curse on you rotten. Y'all rotten, man. You like animals. You have no respect for life. You come from us. We're your mother and your father. All life comes from the black woman. The Milton law proved it. The white man told you. Dr. Leakey, the archaeologist. All life comes from us. God said, respect your mother and your father. You got a biological mother and father, but we your genetical mother and father. All life comes from Africa. That's why you got a curse on yourself. All of you think like that. You're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on. Keep it up and see what God do. He did it to Sodom and Gomorrah, and he's going to do it again. Keep it up. Republicans and Democrats, ain't none of y'all no good. None of you no good. Y'all ain't saying a damn thing about this. But if one of y'all children, you say something. But they little black boys, huh? They ain't nothing, huh? They little rat and roaches, huh? So again, Catherine, we got to raise the money. And we got to go out front. Matter of fact, I'm going to go and open up a foundation for that out of my 513C. And I'm going to get Eric and all us to start going. We have to take these cases on. Because all they do, like the man just 70 cases in 5 years. You done put a rope around 7 our children, then what you did is Sandra Bland right here in Prairie View, and they're going to name a street after her. Man, please, man. Choke the boy. Choke the boy. I can't breathe. Huh? Come on, man. George Floyd, you put your knee on it. The whole world seen it. Come on, man. It's too much, man. Come on, man. Trayvon Martin, some Skittles. Jemison, a security guard. They told this punk, don't touch the boy. Stay away from him. No. You know why he did it? Systemic racism. And this fool still around here drunk, getting cases, walking around here. Man. It's too much, man. They done too much to us, Eric. They done too much. The Civil War, they lost 500,000 people in the Civil War fighting because they want to keep us enslaved. Nobody even talk about this. A white pastor talked about it yesterday. But I'm Catherine, it's in your phone. I sent it to you. I'm gonna find it. If we don't play it tonight, we're gonna play it. Two white pastors said America is not right by us. 500,000 people died, Eric Carr, because they wanted to keep us in slavery.
Mm-mm-mm. My Lord.
500. World War II didn't lose that many. Vietnam didn't lose 59,000. So put all the wars together, 500,000. Our own citizens. This ain't no outside war. This is a war in America. This country was found on blood. If we was already here, and they put smallpox in the blanket and unalived 20 million Indians. Did you know that? Mr. Carr, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
20 million. Smallpox in a blanket. Yeah. I study, man. Every dime you ever gave me, I study. Why I can do what I'm doing. God put me on here. I went on Willie D's show just to do my movie, The Redemption of the American Gangster. I wasn't trying to, okay, Catherine, was I trying to do a show?
No.
Who gave me the show?
Oh, Willie D was the inspiration.
Who opened the show?
Willie D.
I want to play that clip. Fan that clip where he did that. I want him to see, son, I didn't want to do this. But God said, I don't care what you want to do. I'm going to get Willie D to open your show. Willie D opened the show and told us on the show, by the way, let me let the cat out the bag. I'm like, everybody like, huh? What you talking about? From the Ghetto Boys. God pushed Willie D to open up this show. We done touched over 30 million people, views, and 1 million comments. I ain't no celebrity. I ain't got no swagger. I got favor, though. That's how I got you. I got favor. You can't help but love me. You try to walk away from it, you can't. And I'm not going to let you never walk away again. I'm going to be in your business, in your company, and you're going to be in mine. Yeah. 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 And I love Candace. Candace, you can hear us? Yeah, that's my family. You my family, he my family. So again, brother, we have to do something. We're gonna be unalive anyhow. We're gonna go to the ground, right? Well, I go to the ground, they'll say we had a lot of money and $2 million of equipment and a Rolls Royce and a big house and a ranch. We ain't did nothing. All that was for us. When are we gonna save lives? When are we gonna take our money to save lives? You got me. You know who I am. You went. You know what you did. You went to Marie. I ain't gonna put it out what you did. You went to Marie and you proved who I am. You spoke for me, brother. I ain't asked you to do that. God made you do that. And when you brought the 5,000 the other day, God made you do that. When you sent me money to buy a suit, God made you do that. You on here tonight? God made you do that. It's the spirit of God in you, and you can't get away no more. And you like Catherine. You see how smart she is. She's a rocket scientist. We got over 50 million of content because of her. She worked herself out. I owe her damn near $1 million. Yeah. And she owns 20% of the company. I'm going to give her 10%. She's going to get 30%. And she'll be on her for the rest of her life. She worked night and day. The black woman's the smartest woman on the planet Earth. And she commits suicide less than anybody on the planet Earth.
Take a life.
So again, Brother Eric Carr, I thank you for your geniusy. You going and buy all them machines and put that stuff in the ground and snatching it out, and now you're up in Dallas and you was in Puerto Rico the other day. Brother, I'm gonna get the equipment, 125,000 like you told me, get the equipment, and I'm going. What's the name already doing it, but he's not doing it as big as you. So again, I'm doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to do something for our family. We got to do something for our people. This is serious. This, like Catherine just asked a hell of a question. How about 70 cases? I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't know it was 70. I thought it was about 10 or 15 or 20. I missed about 50. See? That's why we need more money, ladies and gentlemen, where we can have research people like Midas Touch guy, where they can be bringing us the news, let us know what's going on, and then we're going to need money to fight the case. Now, I ain't telling nobody ain't got money. I'm talking about people got money. I'm talking to you. You need to put up. You see that SJBL, you see it. to help us save lives. You need to help us save life. I'm proven. Eric Carr don't deal with no anybody. He don't deal with no. He gonna be mad at me for what I already said. He don't want nobody to know what he do. He don't want nobody to know that he take care of people. Yeah. Yes, sir, Mr. Carr. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a series. Captain, play another one while I read this and what he said. TikTok, I'm gonna read some of your stuff. Captain, play another one.
Okay, what we'll do, we'll go to a short break so you can get acquainted with the Johnny Binder Show if this is you joining us for the first time. And we'll be right back. This is who Johnny Binder is.
To me, yeah.
We might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out of the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open than to do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm gonna build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Binder talking to you.
To me, yeah.
All this old new boo stuff, shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me, yeah.
That ain't gangster. For the lack of knowledge. I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to do everything I can because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves. but we have not fed the flock. And the flock has scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job. I feel myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah, Eric Carr. I don't know where he at.
He's right there.
Did you see that? Did you hear what Willie D said?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And let me say this, and I want to be humble because I'm a nobody. God said I have to decrease for him to increase. Okay? We did more than Cat Williams, Ice Cube, all of them on there. We're over 30 million now. So what I'm saying to you, brother, what you God sent you in my life years ago, 20-some years ago. And I love Audrey. I love Dr. Candace. And I hate what I see. I'm the God of the peace and not confusion. I hope Audrey see this. I hope Catherine cut it up and sent it to him. Hope she sent it to Dr. Candace. Look, man, God is the author of peace and not confusion. And I heard the brother say what she said about him, boo, and that boo, about him. I understand that hurt. Well, when somebody called me a snitch, you think I wasn't, that's worse than what he said. And I wanted to do it, but the nation took care of it. I didn't go do nothing. Pastor Harris prayed over me, and Russell said, don't do nothing. They put my name in the song with Willie, Scarface. I still didn't do nothing. God took care of all that. Humility is the secret of greatness. Either you believe in God emphatically or you don't. I ain't gonna lie to you, I wanted to act, but I couldn't. I couldn't call my people. I ain't gonna say who the hell. So God said, just shut up. And God handled it. God handled that thing. My name ain't came up and never again. Because God has the power. Jesus said, well, what you speak, he said, everything I speak of my Father. Everything I do of my Father. And so when it takes two to witness in the law, he said, I'm one, my Father is the other. He said, it's expedient for me to go away. I must go away and sit at the right hand of my Father to make peace for us. So I'm telling you, Audrey, I'm telling you, Dr. Candace, both of you don't know what you're doing. Y'all counter assassinating one another. Y'all are powerful in the media aspect. Y'all powerful. Eric said something. What if y'all was together and working for people in this city with all that good writing? And because Catherine can write, she can write. With all that good writing and stuff y'all do. But y'all writing against one another. And then wind up at a FBI station. What the hell is going on? What are we doing? On national TV, you see me? I'm gonna walk in the bit. What? I got stuff in my hand. I'm gonna turn it in. Wow! What y'all doing? The feds laughing at both of y'all. They won't see Audrey the day when we talk to you. They want y'all to do what you're doing. They want y'all to catch, assassinate you though, because one of y'all you're gonna be in some handcuffs. Y'all are going at each other tougher than anybody in the state of Texas ever went. Both of y'all can use that media, and you got a newspaper, so you show wheels out. Say, man, I know what you're saying today. You was right. I understood it. But God got the last word. and all the stuff going on with our children, and our children impressionable. So when our children see this kind of stuff, they looking like what they doing? Ain't that Dr. Candace? Yeah. Ooh, he say she, ooh, he say, ooh, she say he ain't. And guess who the winner is? The government, which is the devil, and the devil. Jesus said in John 8:42, 43, 44 to 52, he said, you're not of my father, you're of your father. If you was on my father, you wouldn't seek to unalive me. He said, you of your father, John 8:44, the devil. And the lust of your father you should do. And he was a murderer and brought not in the truth. Then answered the Jews. And here it is again. The Jews got all these rappers, paying them some from, $5-6 million. Go call your woman a B, call her H, say she naked, tell her twerk, tell you're gonna ride all night, tell you're gonna put it in her back and stick your finger in her booty. Say all this foolishness. Y'all studio fools. You ain't no studio gangsters. You ain't no gangsters. The gangsters right there in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. A gangster man take care of his wife, his mother, his family, and his children. That's a gangster. You ain't no gangster unaliving each other and talking about our women and calling all these filthy names. There's no such thing as a no good woman. There's a no good man made it that way. So y'all need to shut your damn mouth and change your music. K-Rino changed his music. Scarface, he done changed his music. Gangsta Nip done changed his music. You can't talk intelligent like Carmen, like Dougie Fresh, the #1 bebop in the world. Nobody gonna ever beat him in that. See, come on, he got a song all the way to heaven. I've been had him since 1985. I just slept, me and him slept at the hotel a few days ago in Mississippi. We sat down and talked about all the stuff we want to do. The same thing we talking about right now. He working with Grant Cardone. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we need money. What we can do for ourselves, like our Chinese brothers, right there on Bel Air. They got damn near $15-16 billion on 4 banks, and 96% of their money stay in their neighborhood. The number 4% go out. 94% of our money go out in our neighborhood in 6 hours. We don't keep it 6%. That's a damn shame. Materialistic, labelistic, clubs, alcohol, galleria, hotels, motels. We crazy. We done lost our mind. St. John, who said she was saint? And these crazy purses, 30,000, 20,000, 10,000. And there we are. And we die, we got purses, shoes, and clothes. We're gonna throw it in the graveyard. Come on, man. We gotta take our money, ladies and gentlemen, and be wise. Where when the time comes, 'cause the time coming, where we can fight these cases in a respectful manner and do some of these cases where we can save our kith and our kind. Again, Jesus said, suffer the children, forbid them not. Let them come unto me. Let me go here quickly and read some of the stuff TikTok said. They've been with us all night, so I think we ought to give them some respect, because believe me, they don't be playing over here. TikTok is, you're speaking truth about that 70 people. Lord have mercy. Those were not self-initiated. We're being taken out of racism. See, that's why I need Eric here. See, now he ain't here. Oh, Lord, I'm hit. Oh, Lord. Catherine. Okay, I'm back.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back. I hit the computer. I'm back. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Come on back here. Okay. Oh my God. Boy, we had almost 4,000. We got 4,000 people on here, man. Just followed you. Nikki. Vicky, Nikki here. That's why. Oh boy, he ain't playing. I hope Ron Red's here. Nick, join as guest. Come on, Nick. Lamar Wilson. Y'all go to our YouTube and subscribe, please. We need y'all to subscribe. We're trying to get monetized. We need to subscribe. King Bryant joined a passionate discussion on racial injustice and historical truth. Edward Mallow, okay. Noah AHMAD, invite Daryl to join us as guests. Shep 44 600K. I don't know what that means, but we sure need the 600. Just follow. Child's Play. Yes, it is. Invite Time Justice to join us. Okay. Ted followed. The library is the president procedural. Don't post it down Barack without knowing his intent, please. You know what? I'm gonna come back and answer that in a few seconds. Discussing alleged modern lynching and system racism. Share your thoughts. Okay. Mr. Biden, you so true. It's just a moment of time that slipped up. Pressures put the pressure on they ass. I'm sure gonna do it. Boy, boo and bye. You guys meaning black people. Yes. Rainbow Brown, Shanika Hicks, Lady Phoenix. Hello, no, I'm tired of that same way they did the girl from Alabama. What girl from Alabama?
I don't know what they're referring to.
Okay, some was she had to be hung, because that's what they're talking about. Discussing the circumstance surrounding a young man's death. Share your thoughts. Boy, TikTok ain't no joke. So the reason you in position you are in life, because you just believe things you want. My God. Invite Johnny Mac. Why do you guys just sit around telling ghost stories? Why not try to better your community no matter? Louisiana read big facts that how it was when they came up together. They know what they did and that while the bodies were located. We come together, we can lead together. If we come together, we need to leave together. Yeah. They killed that young man in the party. It's a video explaining how. What? Whoa, what? They killed that young man, and at the party, it's a video explaining how. Oh my God, who you? Polo, whoever you are, call my number at 281-896-8215. We need that video, brother. Please, we need that video. Brother, we'll send you $25 to go get you something to eat. That has to be fish. Well, you're no vegan. That to be fish. Okay? So please send that video right now. 281-896-8215. They got a video explaining how they did it. Mississippi, probably all of them, grandfather was in David Duke. Ain't no doubt about that. Just tell you no doubt about that. Okay, how much more time? Okay, all right. Discussing the case of Nolan Wells disappearing. Comments on the racial dynamics. Oh, he ain't coming back, huh? Okay. Jackie Martin, Manuel Newhouse. I used to work for you, Anthony Moore. Thank you. I am from Birmingham, Alabama. D. Price. Amen again. God is good. Mr. Biden, I am following you. I know you're a real one. I love hearing you. It's D. Price. Thank you. This make you mad. I promise you when I hear it. DJ 146 got a bunch of tears in his eyes. Mr. Johnny, do you remember me? Call me on 281-896-8215 and make me remember you. I am from Birmingham, Alabama. Amen. Y'all go on YouTube and put at the Johnny Binder Show, please. God is good, Mr. Binder. I'm following you. I know you're a real one. I love hearing you. Thank y'all, man. This is so beautiful. Thank you. Add your active followers as moderators to help manage your live. I have no problem with that, but they had to come on and talk about the show and something don't smell right. Invite Ruby Nafas. This is your big opportunity to raise base. You got this. I love the prime time spoke up. Thank you. Call me prime time, say I spoke up. Debating the case of a friend left at a party. Share your thoughts and the covers up. The match has started. Remember to follow our community guidelines, report any inappropriate content, and be respectful to others while having fun. Learn more about staying safe in live match. Go to Safety Center, Live Safety Education Center. I can't use this word. I ain't gonna read that one. Is Hunk awake or sleeping? Okay. Invite Henrietta. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I done hit a lot of y'all. It's 4,000 y'all on here, so could never be a Christian country. King Solomon, this could never be a Christian country. No, it's not. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I debate on racial injustice and the history of lynching. Share your thoughts. Invite King Habit, Matthew Dale. Okay. All right. That's the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way it is. I wanted my lawyer, Mr. Ray, to come on, Jonathan Ray. So I appreciate y'all very much. Catherine, appreciate y'all as well. Our guest went off, Brother Eric, bless his heart. He learned a lot tonight. Debate on the racial injustice and the history of lynching. Yeah, we're going to deal with that real soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. Thank you for all you've done tonight. I mean, TikTok, you just wonderful. You are wonderful. You know, Facebook, what y'all got over here? Anybody says something? Fight without action. Okay. I don't know why there ain't more comments over here in this here. Kingdom culture. Johnny Binder Show. Best promotion on Stream Ball. Your best promotion on Stream Boo. And okay, let me. Catherine.
Yes.
What are you? I'm gonna say something real powerful, and then we can. Close. You want to say something to the people and thank TikTok for all the great work they've done?
Thank you, TikTok. We always appreciate your engagement. And for family, for all you watching on all of our social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, please like, share, comment, and especially if you're watching it on replay, just let us know your thoughts. And as always, we appreciate your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say to you with love and respect, this is not a show of racism. It's a show of factism. And Anybody want to debate with us, want to sit with us, talk to us, come on the show, 281-896-8215. 281-896-8215. The phone belongs to the company. That's why I put the number out. They ain't mine no more. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we sit on that show and we come with facts. And like I told my brother, I can understand everybody trying to be cautious and all that, and that's what I want y'all to do, but that ain't me. When I listen and hear, and they go to the party, 2 parties, and left him on the island and got his keys and his phone, and the young girl say that she seen him go back to the ship, and then the little boy writes something about they done messed up, they probably gonna get 10 years. Come on, man. And you at a party, and your friend, you don't know where he at, but you got his keys and his phone. So this is systemic racism at its best. Like the little white, beautiful girl said, if it was 3 black boys, went out with a white boy, and came back without him, with their keys and his phone, and at a party, they never would have made it to the party. All 3 would be locked up right now with no bond. And whoever don't know that, then you need a psychosocial assessment and a Dianetic, because this is America. We live in one country with 2 realities. One rich, one poor. One predator, one prey. One skilled, one non-skilled. One black, one white. It's sad. America defeating itself with their ignorance. And that's what's wrong with America. A young girl, a man said this, face up to what you've done. Repent and atone for the millions of blacks you unalive. Repent and atone. And you that's rich and you got all this money from your ancestors off our back. You didn't do it, but you're guilty if you don't try to repay us. You're guilty if you don't try to help us. You owe us. The Pope came on and said it was wrong. Slavery was wrong. The first Pope that I know that ever said that. I don't know no other Pope said that. John Pope, but none of them. The man said it. And out of 153 countries, 150 countries say they owe us. It was the worst atrocity on the planet Earth. That's why we know Jesus. He said, our Father, that's our big brother. We went through the atrocity, worse. And people say that the young guy, a lady, whoever she was, with all due respect, I respect you and I understand. I love Barack too. I love my mother, but I don't love all her ways. And she definitely don't love all mine. Let me say again, Barack got $1 billion library with all the bells and the whistles. I said he need to put a vocational school either there across the street or somewhere. He was the president for 2 terms, did nothing. Never brought up the word reparation. Everybody been repaired but us. Didn't open up no vocational school. And I'm saying it again. Cardi B did more than him. Did Barack inspire us like never before? I'm going to play my 1-minute tape on him. I'm going to send it to Catherine where she can play it. I went viral speaking about him, so I'm for him. But I don't agree with everything he did. So Barack, I'm saying to you as your brother, you have a chance to come back to Chicago, Barack. You can come back to Chicago. Eric came on. I've seen his name pop up. You have a chance to come back to Chicago and do what you need to do, Barack, and open up vocational schools, you can get hundreds of millions of dollars to do this. All you got to do is tell them you want it, and the check is written. So I'm asking you, Mr. President Barack Obama, we wish you was the president right now. We would be in what we're in. But I'm asking you to do what Cardi B did. Take 174 million. Let's spend it in Chicago, in Detroit, in New York, in Jersey, in Houston, in Dallas, South Carolina, North Carolina. We need vocational school. The devil gave him something to do. We got to give him something to do. And if we don't, the prisons are full. They make $40 billion a year on private prisons. Some of the smartest people in the world is in prison. They make race cars, model cars. They make the furniture in Kansas City. Most 50% of the furniture usually around here, they come from prison. No, you didn't know. The mattresses in P Street in Atlanta, they got so many mattresses, like a mattress in heaven. Yeah.
In prison?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Unicorn. Look it up.
So that's why they got them out there picking that cotton up.
No, cotton ain't nothing compared to this. They pick the cotton in the state. In the feds, they put them to work to make billions of dollars. They make over $40 billion a year with the young men. That's why they wear this conspiracy. They did that. These boys ain't got no money. They talking about conspiracy. That wasn't even for us. They did that to get us over there where they could get us in the so they can make the money. So that's where this come from. They make 40 billion plus in private prisons, over 400 different products. Yeah. Bulletproof vest right there in Bastrop, where I started at, right outside Austin. They got bulletproof vests. They make all the vests right there. They make the brooms right there. Yeah. In the state, they do license plate and cotton. But in the feds, they making billions of dollars. They make the state like a joke. Yeah, man. Some of the smartest people in the world is in prison. We make most of the furniture, mattresses, race cars in Vegas and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and model cars.
How much do they pay them guys?
$1 an hour.
What?
$1 an hour.
They might need a union.
Well, they ain't gonna let the union in there. They making billions of dollars, brother. Welcome to America. Slavery went nowhere. It's in prison. Private prison is slavery. 3/4 of the judges have got knocked out and got busted for sending people to prison because they was over sending them.
Okay, Minister, we need to watch our time.
Where we at? 152?
Yes.
Let me close. Ladies and gentlemen, thank tonight for our brother, Eric Carr. Thank him for the support. Thank him for, he already did the JVSL. He already did all that. And God, we want to get that young lady here next week or week after next. We want to fly up there and talk to the family. Eric, get ready. And I'll be joining his company, going to be joining mine. And I have a real estate company. He have a construction company. So we want to do a lot of work where we can raise millions of dollars. So we do what we're doing. We want to fight for justice. We want to stand for justice. We want to stand for justice. I even helped 2 different police officers when they did something to them. So I stand for justice. I don't care if you're black or white. It just happened to be more of us. I just had a white lady give me a ring the other day, about a week ago, and told me to come fight for her and her husband. I said, let me get my investigators, my lawyer, and all us get together, and we'll fight for you. So again, ladies and gentlemen, may God bless you. May God keep you. That brother, it's a lot of stuff happened. And them 3 people had something to do with it. There's no doubt about it. And I know the judge, and she's a lawyer and all that. I understand. But the best thing for you to do, sister, is let them tell the truth. And if they tell the truth, the judge can kind of give them a little lenience, just a little bit. But right now, it's hardcore because all of them lying. They know what they did. That's why they was at the party. That's systemic racism. You had a party two parties, parted. My God. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. Thank you for TikTok. I got to talk to you soon. Let's go on. We love you. May God bless you. Let's do something about this. Let's get all the evidence. Let's help this family. Mother, we love you. We know you're hurting. I'm hurting with you. I lost 3 of my children. I know what you feel. I lost 2 of them with gun violence. So may God bless you. May God keep you. Thank you. We love you. Peace.
Beautiful. Proud. I must be respected.